campsite video. We're just going to run through everything that we have at our campsite and tell you what our must-haves are and what we think you should put at your campsite. We're pretty low-key. We don't really have near as much setup as most people.
We try to keep it fairly simple.
We don't want to have to show up and set up a bunch of crap because we're on vacation when we're at a campsite, let me tell you, most of the time. So we don't want to have to, do a bunch. When we get here, we do have a rug we occasionally put down.
We forgot it this time.
Yeah, we didn't bring it. So this is our first campsite that we've been at with the bus, I think, right?
I think so.
So when we're parked at like a church or outside my parents', we won't set up everything. But during the day, this is pretty much how our campsite looks. And then at night, we will bring out our projector and we'll put a sheet up on the side of the bus. We'll play games like Mario Kart. We'll watch movies, watch TV shows, play Quiplash, fun stuff like that. So right now we're at the beach. I don't know if Jordan can get you any view of it right now. It's super pretty here. It's October right now, but it's actually been 80 degrees.
Unseasonably warm.
Yes,
it's been nice.
Very warm. We've been able to swim. We've been able to do all sorts of stuff. So we also always try to get a spot next to the bathhouse. So if one of us is getting ready or we both need to shower, we can get ready in half the time so we can spend more time on the beach or more time just chilling. So I would say the projector is definitely a big thing to have if you're wanting to be at a campsite. A lot of people think you have to get a really super expensive projector, but we actually found one for a little over $100.
Yeah.
So
I would say don't cheap out too much because ours is like, it says it's an HD projector, so I think it's 1080p or whatever.
But you don't need, some of them can get up to $2,000 and $3,000, and we just don't think it's necessary.
Yeah. So then if it got messed up, obviously it would be a little sad, but it wouldn't be the end of the world if somebody knocked it over or whatever, because that could happen.
You are using it outside, and that's definitely something to take into consideration. So the next thing I would say that you definitely want to have is a solid, sturdy table. This one's made out of aluminum, and we got it somewhere. It's between like $14 and $24, I think, is what we paid for it. Somewhere in between.
We really like this one because it'll fold up nice, and I can put it in the back. It folds up like that, and then
And we've left it out in the rain, and it's been fine so far. We try not.
It's really lightweight, but it's really nice. I'm tempted to get another one.
I know. I was just thinking that we eat on this, and this is also the table that we put our projector on when we cast it. So it's sturdy for a fold-up table, because a lot of times fold-up tables are plastic and they don't really work very well. This was a good find. I think it was the last one left when we went and bought it, but definitely if you can find one like this that is more sturdy but still folds up and will fit in the back of your bus or camper or RV, I think that's a must-have. So
the other would be our really comfortable chairs. I feel like we splurged a little bit on our camping chairs.
They were about I think we got them on sale for $50. They were like originally $60. They're super cushiony.
The stools were like $20, which we kind of felt was a little bit expensive, and we weren't sure if we wanted to get the stools, but we ended up doing it, and now we're really glad we got them because it's really nice for reclining. And then it also kind of, it doubles as an extra small chair as well, because a lot of times if we have guests over, it'd be like, I'll just like sit in the stool and let someone else have the chair, or half the time,
really make it 4 chairs.
Half the time Morgan ends up in one chair, Sophie ends up in the other, and I'll end up sitting on one of the stools.
We also thought the stool would be Sophie's seat, but as you can see, she rarely does that. So,
what you think, Soph?
What you think?
What you think?
Do you approve of the chairs?
You napping?
Do you approve of the chairs? She's so tired.
I'm napping, guys. Give me a break.
We took her on the beach early this morning because tonight at the campground we're staying at, there's trick-or-treating starting at 4.
Yeah, we wanted to be ready for that.
We wanted her to get a chance to go out today.
Get her playing in.
So.
Yeah. We've been wearing her out all week.
Like,
she loves it,
stop
though.
bothering me. Look at her. So another thing that I would say, the chairs are super important. I take naps in these, and most chairs I feel like they're so like metally, or there's like a hard part that like hurts if you sleep in it. These we've fallen asleep in out here numerous times.
Oh, going back to the projector deal, and as far as like, we have a nicer speaker, because there's speakers built into the projector, but we have a nicer, just outdoor waterproof Bluetooth speaker that we recently got.
If it starts raining,
so that's one less thing you feel like you got to rush in if a rainstorm pops up or whatever. And it's just, we feel more comfortable having that one outside more.
Because the first thing we're gonna grab is the projector. I don't want to have to worry about the speaker. So we bought a speaker we can take on the beach, we can take it on the lake, we can have out here, and we don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, and we got a nice. It looks nice, but it's actually a cheap fire pit, and
we got it for $20.
Yeah, got it for just over $20, and we're actually just gonna leave that here. My parents have a place pretty close by, and we'll just leave it at their place because it is a little bit too much room to try to keep with us to travel. But
well, sometimes the campgrounds will give you a fire pit.
This one just did, but
so,
$20 ain't no big deal. So.
Exactly. So that was great to have. We did s'mores out here. You can roast hot dogs, hamburgers, whatever.
We have one piece of wood left.
Yes, as you can see, we've been using it quite a bit with all the ash that's inside of it. So another thing I would say about when you're camping is have an awning. We are working on potentially getting one. Yeah,
we're looking into it, seeing if there's a way to get one attached on here. I know there's not much room in front of the door here, so we're just looking into it. Going to see what kind of the pricing is, what the options are.
Like I was supposed to come out 2 days ago while we were at this campground.
He didn't guarantee it. He didn't promise
he said
it. If it worked out.
And we never heard from him, so I guess
that's
it
okay.
didn't work out. So we were probably going to do that. But Jordan, why don't you show them a little bamboo thing we have set up in our gray water situation?
So just as far as the gray water, a lot of times when we're out, because we generally use pretty clean products and stuff, we just let the water hit the ground, but we do have like the typical camping hose to just run the gray water out. And then over here, sometimes when we're hooking up the projector or other outdoor stuff, we'll just hook up to the power that they bring, even though we are solar for everything else. And then we just have our little kind of bamboo thing here to rinse our feet off. And we just leave our hose here to do that and to fill up with water while we're here occasionally. So that's pretty much our typical camping setup. For the most part, we just kind of like to keep it simple. I know a lot of people just go all out with some really fancy stuff, but this is just kind of how we roll. So we're always able to pack up and get back on the road fairly quickly.
I was watching our reel that we just posted. If you guys don't follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and we actually have a Facebook page for people who still use Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook is basically just an echo of the Instagram.
It's really to keep our family informed because our aunts, uncles.
Well, there's a lot of people that use Facebook that don't that are on Instagram or whatever. So
they can get the same content. So, but yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and comment below. Tell us what you use in your campsites.
I'm sure some of you guys have some fancier stuff than we do or whatever.
Some ideas that we need to hear about that we missed, and we're new on this journey, and Sophie's really enjoying this breeze.
I love the weather.
So if you guys have any recommendations, we're all ears, and if you can get a golf cart at campsites, that's another big thing. If you can't park like right next to your destination. This is the closest spot that was available to the beach when we made this reservation, but if I could get one closer, I definitely would. So thank you guys so much for watching, and
please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff.
And I'm gonna get back to reading.
All right, thank you guys so much for your time. Bye. Yeah.
As you all know, when our patent for MS Cotton expired, it will deliver a significant blow to the company because